Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, 100% RC, Professor Damian Flowers, and Tyler Wright.
Hey guys, welcome to the Voice of the Fans Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Swift Reynolds. We have Taylor Gatwood with us in 100% RC. What's going on, fellas? We're back.
Going on, man. It's been a minute.
Man, Gatwood, they forgot what you look like, bro. They're like, Gatwood, where he come from? That's a new co-host.
Good to be back. Talk a little sports, man.
Yeah, man. Yes, indeed, man. Love it. NFL week 2 in the books. How y'all parlays do, fellas? How y'all parlays do?
I got one. I won one. So Rebet got me. Once I start winning on your app, you got me.
So right, man. For me, it wasn't too shabby, but the Steelers, like the main ones that I really wanted, the Steelers screwed me over. Mm-hmm. I just had this gut feeling that the Seahawks will upset the Steelers, but I blew it off, and of course I went with the Steelers on most of my parlays, but I did get one of them.
They ain't doing that no more.
I ain't picking the Steelers like that, man. I should have. Someone told me because they barely squeaked by the Jets, and it should gave me all the answers I needed right there.
The Steelers, they gave up 30 points to a team that barely scored this week, so. They gave up 30 points to the Jets. I think the Jets scored 30 points against Buffalo. Can you hear me?
Can't hardly hear you. Your mic.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you good. What you saying?
The Steelers gave up 30 points to a really bad team, in the Jets, who scored. What the Jets scored 10 or 3 points? They scored 10 points against Buffalo. So that tell you all you need to know about that.
30 to 10. Well, that's tell you all you need to know about the Steelers, man. I wasn't high on them going into the season anyway. Aaron Rodgers, he's just not what he used to be, and the Steelers defense, especially the back end, is terrible, and it seemed like that's their Achilles heel again. Because Jackson Jimba, man, he was cooking them the whole game. So that he is.
I drafted him.
I should have got him in fantasy. Oh yeah, you did. That's the guy that put 31 on me, wasn't it?
Yep, drafted him.
Was he cooking Ramsey?
Yeah, well, Ramsey did have interception, but he was cooking somebody.
I didn't watch that game.
It wasn't Ramsey entirely.
31 up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, let me make sure this is right. Let me delete this, cause I'm gonna show game picks. Yeah, that's the updated one. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, RCA. I triple check yours.
Yeah, I'm good.
I triple check yours, so yours is correct. Let's see the game picks. If I can move this out the way, hold on. All right, let's see where we stand at through week 2.
Yes, it's tight. It's tight.
Yes, sir. Y'all see?
Flowers balling.
How you had me at a better record?
Yeah, how's he got 24?
What do you mean?
I'm saying, how's he 5th? He's 2nd.
Yeah, I should be 2nd.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, you're right.
That man is trying to put me at the bottom, dog.
He's praying on your downfall.
Trying to put me at the bottom, man.
No, that's not it. You're right about that.
And then I'm in red. So
what you say? So RC's 5th found 4. RC's 4th found 5th. But Scout, RC, you second.
Yeah, I got a better record than you, bro. I should be 2nd. I should be.
RC second, on fifth, Leonard's third, Gatwood's fourth.
Yep.
So that's it through week 2.
I did really good week 1, but week 2 I struggled.
Yeah, you did. You missed out on some the Texans, and you took the. Why you take the Dolphins?
I mean, I feel like that was kind of a flip of a coin, to be honest.
I don't know. They got selected by the Colts. I don't know. I knew that.
Yeah.
I knew they was in trouble.
Yeah, the Patriots are looking a little bit better. I don't know. I just kind of want to see how they look because Patriots didn't really look great week 1 either.
So with that being said, guys, we seen what these teams look like through week 2. Who's are the Packers the best team in the NFC? RC?
No, I don't think there's a clear-cut number 1 team in the National League. I really don't. I think it's a week-to-week deal. Some of the teams that's 2-0, including the 49ers, I think they just hanging on till their players get available. But I think it's a wide open year. I don't think we have a clear-cut number 1 team in the National Football League. Anything can happen. Even if your team is 0-2. I mean, trust me, man. I watched a lot of football last week, and I saw a lot of really good football. Even last night, the games was tough. It just a lot of people are hurt. A lot of people got injuries across the league.
So you wasn't impressed with the Commanders win, and who was that? The Cowboys, right? No, it was the Lions.
Wasn't impressed.
You weren't impressed by neither one. The Lions were number 1 team last year. The Commanders was a playoff team, so they beat 2 playoff teams right off the bat like that.
So technically, in the National Football League now, they don't play the season much. So technically, they're still everybody's trying to figure out who they are. Debo had a good game in both of those games. Green Bay is playing. You getting the epidural to play, and then I feel like I haven't seen. They don't scare me. They don't scare me. I still think the Lions are right there. I still think I'm not worried about the Giants or the Cowboys, but I think the Eagles are still doing what they do. I think the Rams are good. I think the Seahawks are emerging. I think that even in the NFC South, I think the Buccaneers, I think the Saints, I think the Falcons. Now the Carolina Panthers, no. It's all of who can stay healthy longer, if that makes sense, bro. I'm trying to tell you, it can turn on its head with injuries. And it's happening. We're seeing it. I think Tampa Bay lost 2 key players last night.
Yeah, they lost Calais Cansey last night. The Buccaneers did. I'm not quite sure who the other guy was.
And their tackles, both their tackles are hurt for the Buccaneers.
Yep.
So Gatwood, you don't agree? Do you agree with that statement that the Packers are the best team in the NFC?
I mean, yeah, they look good right now, but I wouldn't say that yet. It's only been 2 weeks. I do think they've played well, but I think the NFC is way more wide open than the AFC is. I think the AFC is more of like a gauntlet, but the NFC, I think anybody can win.
Why is that, you think?
I just feel like the NFC, it's more of an even playing field than the AFC, because the AFC, you got the Ravens, the Bills, I'm sure the Chiefs will be in it at the end of the year. And then the NFC, I feel like everybody's kind of on an even playing field as far as the Lions and Packers and Buccaneers, even the Cowboys. I mean, and Niners. You never know in the NFC. It's kind of wide open to me.
Yeah, I kind of like in the middle, but what do they say about good teams? What can they do? What always travel? A running game. They say if you have one of those, then you in good shape, and that's what Green Bay have. I have to be honest. I have been impressed by Green Bay, how they've been playing these last 2 games. The defense have really shocked me. I guess when Michael Parsons came on scene, the other D linemen, they're like, "Oh, it's full go." You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see more one-on-ones. Van Ness, man, he's not talked about enough. Dude is a high motor guy. He gets at the quarterback. He stops the run. And they're like, who needs to stop the run when we have the other 3 or 4 guys on the line that can do it? So it seemed like the D-line been rejuvenated, and the secondary has been holding up on the back end. They've been contesting and getting interceptions. So this Green Bay team looking way more complete. The only thing is, can Jordan Love continue to just make the right decisions and keep the ball out of harm's way? I think that's what most people fear about, is can Jordan Love not turn into Brett Favre and cost them at the wrong times? But other than that, this Green Bay team looked pretty complete with the receivers. I mean, they got 4 or 5 guys on their receiver core that can catch the ball. We saw who was that? Reed, I believe it was Reed that went down. He lost for the year with a broken collarbone. But we saw the Tavian Witt step in. Still got Matthew Golden, Romeo Dobbs, and I forgot the other cat they have on the receiving core. But they have guys that can make plays. And like I said, as long as you have a running game, it can travel. It can go. It can run in any type of weather and go home or away. They can bring that type of play with them. So right now, if I had to say the best team in the NFC, I think I would give it to Green Bay.
You want to hear? You want to hear a stat I saw the other day?
I love
Yeah,
it.
what's that?
When Favre turned 27, he got Charles Woodson. No, when he turned 27, he got Reggie White. They won the Super Bowl. When Rodgers turned 27, he got Charles Woodson, and they won the Super Bowl. And then they're saying Jordan Love got Micah Parsons, and see if history repeats itself.
So here's the difference. This is funny. Michael Parsons should never be mentioned with Charles Woodson and Reggie White. Why?
I agree with that.
It's disrespect. Now I'm watching other defensive linemen in the league. Even I watched Cam Jordan this past Sunday and Granderson play the run and play the pass. They was able to rush the passer and stop the run. Michael Parsons can't stop the run. He's coming in like a wild man because he ain't all the snaps. I don't think Green Bay, to me, especially when it comes to us, we own them too. We've beaten them so many times. When we said lose, we beat them one year, Gatwood, and we didn't even score an offensive touchdown, buddy. And that's when they was the number 1 seed in the NFC. History will repeat themselves. ETA, when we see y'all, go ahead and handle your business and lead out front, and we'll catch up later. And then also, don't sleep on my Lions, man. I'm trying to tell you. The Lions got pride. They got pride. You saw it last week. They told Ben Johnson, hey, nah, bro, you need us. I don't need you. So that's my thing. They got pride.
It's too early. Too early to start sleeping
on the 49ers. Yeah, you might well tuck them in for bed because I was not impressed with them this past Sunday. They barely squeaked by. So you weren't impressed with losing
to the replacement. You lost to the replacement.
I mean, y'all have more veterans than us. I mean, y'all. Yeah, I wasn't impressed. Like I said, y'all picked on a guy who's terrible at corner. If we had a legit number 2 corner, all that been shut down.
Nobody told you to bring him back. Nobody told you to bring him back. And then furthermore, why I know this whole inner gang thing with you is personal, because even when I was good, you said I was bad. And so this is how I know I watched that game. Your own team is very competitive, and they're not a quarterback away. They're just young. And once they figure out how to finish, because they could be 2-0, okay? They're not a baseball team. Mm-hmm. But the Philadelphia Eagles showed the National Football League how to win a Super Bowl, how you don't rebuild, you reload. You mix the young with the old. And so at each level of our defense, there's a star. At each level of our offense, there's a star. That's how you do that. So at the D-line, Nick Bosa's there. That linebacking core, Fred Warner's there. That back end, Diamando Lenoir. And so I'm telling you right now, while you building your team, sir, make sure you put cornerstones at each spot. You'll be fine. Then go to the offense. Get you a left tackle. Get you a running back. Go shopping, brother. And another thing, too. I'm going to close on this. Once again, I don't know why you so hard on Spencer Rattler. The kid played his heart out. I think you're too hard on him, man. You want to lose so bad. You want to have an excuse for losing. Go ahead.
It don't matter how hard you play. It's about the tangibles. I'm not fully sold on him. I mean, it seemed like he just like playing it safe, and playing it safe don't win us games here.
Remember that?
What you say?
He had a back shoulder throw. Hold on, somebody calling me.
That was a heck of a catch by Juwan Johnson. I mean, yeah, I can hear you. You good?
I'm here. I think that's you. The NFL film music.
Nah, that's not me. I'm not playing anything right now. It might be you good? Yeah, it gone now. Look, he about to say something about the Saints that had catch him. So, Gatwood, have you seen Spencer Rattler play?
I watched highlights of it. I mean, his stats didn't look bad. I didn't watch the Saints and Niners game.
Good, you'd be bored to death.
His stats didn't look bad though.
Yeah, it's not the stats, man. He just sometimes he's inconsistent. Like I said, he don't take the shots he need to take. He checks down way too much, man. And that pass to Kamara is the reason why he fumbles a bad pass. And Kamara had to catch it on his shoulder pad, which caused the fumble.
His offensive line was terrible. His offensive line.
Yeah, the O-line's terrible, but we do need another receiver. Yeah, go ahead.
That throw he threw to Juwan Johnson, that back shoulder fade to that pylon where only the Juwan can get it. I feel like that was an NFL caliber throw. Then I saw another play. You saying all the check down. The offense that he's playing in is a West Coast offense, so they give you the back. So why not give it to one of the best backs in football? I think your expectations for a football team, for a quarterback, if Rattler was 6'5", you'd be drooling right now. I'm telling you, you have drool on the black shirt. We'll be able to see it. That's how much spit you have on them. I think your expectation for a quarterback is just hard. It's not realistic, man. I mean, what you want?
You've always been like that,
because with these guys, the team just have to be perfect, and that's rare.
What?
It's rare that everything just go together. Like I said, like when you watch some of these, let me throw a quarterback out there. Like when Joe Burrow took the Bengals to the Super Bowl, that team wasn't perfect. I mean, even with Lamar Jackson, he was missing key receivers, but he's still able to put the team on his shoulders and do what he needed to do. I'm saying with a quarterback with him, I feel like the team, you have to be good at all aspects of the game. Like you can't have anything wrong with the team for him to succeed. And I feel like that's unrealistic. Bro.
That's not fair.
The Eagles got I mean, when the Eagles made it wrong for Jalen Hurts, I mean, they got every aspect is right for the Eagles to win, but with Spencer Rattler, I feel like I said, he don't take enough shots for me. He's just playing it safe.
This is dude.
And what people bashing Drew Brees for doing the same thing?
Dude, how old is he?
23?
How old is he?
Probably
23. So you stop getting your shots. You start getting your shots around 11 years old. What other shots do you want him to take? You know what I'm saying?
Man, we got guys that can get downfield. And to be honest, a lot of people blaming Kellen Moore for not opening up the playbook. Who knows how much he's giving Spencer Rattler? We can tell as the weeks go by. But in order for us to win these close games, we have to threaten the defense. If the defense not feeling threatened the whole game, I mean, they pin their ears back and coming after him.
Robert Saleh and Fred Warner gave high praise after watching film of the Cardinals Saints game, which was a possession away from winning. Gave that kid high praise. If Robert Saleh and Fred say the kid can play, your issue has nothing to do with football. It's height. It's the measurables. He looked like Canelo to you. He looked like Bud. Just because they short, you feel like they can't fight. That dude gonna be all right. Cut him. I tell you what you do. Cut him.
I mean, like I said again, I need for him to put scare in the defense, man. They not scared when he dropped back.
I'll tell you what, if Ben could build a football team, they'd all be tall players. It would be no short player on there. Kicker even be tall.
No, but then my D-line definitely be tall, though. They can slide down some balls. But Flowers, man, he just come in the right time. We talking about the Packers. Are they the best team in NFC?
I think we can say yay, but I kind of feel like the Rams are. Kind of like the Rams are the best NFC team. They can stay healthy. They pose a threat, man. Like And Green Bay's loaded also. I don't want to take anything away from Green Bay. Michael Parsons gives them an extra dimensional element. They have a bunch of pass rushers, man. They got some guys on that back end that can cover and hit. Green Bay's in a great spot, but it's probably gonna come down to home field advantage between Green Bay and the Rams if the Rams can stay healthy. We'll see what I mean. Of course, Philly's there too, but Philly kind of scares me offensively because if someone gets ahead of Philly, can Jalen Hurts be consistent? That'd be my question.
Yeah, they've been doing a good job of balling up Saquon so far, the last 2 games. Yeah, that do scare me. And the Philly defense, they took a step back. Their secondary is not as
They're
good.
young.
They young. That's what I'm saying. Like last year, everybody was on the same note, same page, but this year it seemed like they having a lot of breakdowns at the back
Think
end.
about. I mean, it's not just the back end. I mean, it's also you got to look at their front seven. I know they still got Braun. You know, you still got the big
Carter.
monster and Jalen Carter, but they lost Milton Williams. They lost Sweat, and they lost a lot of pass rushers. The secondary, I say, is young. They had the bench of Dory Jackson the first game going up against CeeDee Lamb. They had to move Cooper DeJean back to the corner. He was playing safety, so they can't afford to have any injuries in the secondary.
Yeah, Dorian Jackson was getting cooked the whole game, and he supposed to be what number 1 corner for them.
No, he's probably a nickel guy. You know, you got Quinyon Mitchell.
Oh yeah,
Mitchell,
Quinn Mitchell. He's the number 1. Well, you saw him. He was moving between George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb the whole game. He was going back and forth. Guess they were trying to find the best matchup there. So, Flowers, who's the best team in the AFC with your Colts gear on?
And look, I'm tempted to say us, but I'm gonna hold that for later. But right now it's probably Buffalo. I don't trust Baltimore. I mean, we can say this about Buffalo also. Their secondaries look iffy also. Joey Bosa gives them a great boost. Baltimore's pass rush and their defense worries me. That's probably going to be their downfall towards the end of the season. They got the best offense in the NFL. And I mean, yeah, I think they got the best offense in the NFL. Lamar being dual-edged and Derrick Henry and, now DeAndre Hopkins is giving Lamar another element, a guy with sure hands that he's been needing the past few years. Those guys are rolling. The Colts, I'm just gonna let us continue to play. I'm not gonna boast. I've been telling people for years that we had talent.
You just gonna enjoy it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Gatwood, who in your eyes is the best team in the AFC?
Yeah, that definitely ain't the Texans, I'll tell you that. But I probably have to agree with Flowers. I'd probably say Buffalo so far. The Ravens really should have won that game, and I would say Ravens if they'd have won that game. But two weeks into the season, I'd say the Bills, but I think the Ravens are the scariest.
Yep, I agree with that. I think with Baltimore, even though they should have won the game versus Bills, I still think they are the people that the other teams need to look at to knock off. And they have so much talent. And I know Derrick Henry only had like 23 rushing yards this past Sunday. I mean, they didn't really need him anyway. They took care of the Browns.
If that's the Buffalo we can get against Baltimore at the end of the game, that's the best team in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like Baltimore, they coughed that game. They were sleepwalking.
Yeah, they did, but you got to put in the work to get back in. Though.
Yeah,
and,
that's true.
Buffalo put in the work.
Hey, man.
RC, who you have?
Hey, man. I don't see no best team in the NFL. I'm gonna be honest with you. In the AFC, Baltimore don't play defense no more. So when it get cold, time to really get down to business, I don't trust them. Buffalo, they got they're looking good, but I just say anybody, man. Like even though it's 2 weeks, Colts can get you, the Chargers can get you. I just say right now I'm gonna wait. Ask me about 5 weeks because heck, you mad with your Texans. They get some stuff together. They could be tough because that pass rush they got is crazy. Like I thought they broke Baker's leg last night, but Baker is made out of he hang out. He go to Wakanda every now and then with his homies because I don't know how he got up from there. So I really like right now it's just wide open.
Yeah, our main problem was the penalties and then missed tackles. We were letting Rashad White and Bucky Irvin run all over. It's not.
Yeah, that's a
Like,
problem.
every
Yeah.
time they would force another tackle. Like they would always break the first tackle.
And they small
Well,
backs.
Burke Irvin is that guy. He break tackle, so they had a game tackle him. Now it's not no 1-on-1. Man, but the Chiefs, man, they seem broken. We saw Kelsey throwing fits on the sideline, yelling at people and everything. RC, is this dynasty over? Is this if I'll have most of the teams in AFC caught up with the Chiefs?
Yeah, I think it's not the teams that caught up with the Chiefs. I think Father Time has. I mean, you're gonna age out, and so therefore your coach is gonna go at some point. Your go-to target, and Kelsey's is getting older, slower, and then you can't keep the young guys out of jail, from being suspended. So the only constant is Chris Jones and Patrick Mahomes. It takes more than two people to beat a football. I really think it's not that they're broken. It's just they didn't do a good job of retooling, rebuilding. They should have slid some guys in them spots and should have drafted for Kelsey and stuff like that. They haven't did that. They just try to stay packed, and here we are. And they try to plug and play with other players people don't want. That didn't ran its course.
Yeah.
With Oliver Brown. And then they had number 80. I don't know who that guy was catching a touchdown for him yesterday. Flowers, you think the teams that caught up with the Chiefs?
Oh, no doubt. I mean, they're on the vision reeks of catching up with the Chiefs. Like I'm with C. It's Father Time playing a majority part in it. They've got a lot of mileage on that train that they've been running in Kansas City. Pat, Chris Jones are, like you say, two mainstay consistent guys. Chiefs can't run the ball. Patrick Mahomes, your leading rusher, that's a problem. I just thought that the Chiefs would be better, running the ball, but I guess, like you said, they're losing their physicality because the offensive line, Patrick Mahomes doesn't trust them. I mean, why should he? There hasn't been any consistency there in years. Wideouts, they have a lot of gadget guys, or I call them gadget guys, and I mean, no disrespect by that. When I say gadget, you can run some reverses, you send them downfield. They need a true gritty number one. They traded him away a few years ago. I'm quite sure he wants to come back. He's begging to come back. Don't be surprised if Kansas City made a move for him. I wouldn't be shocked. But right now they're struggling. They're 0-2. They're probably the only 0-2 team that doesn't belong there. I think the other 0-2 teams was picking top 10 last year. So give them time. They'll start figuring stuff out later on once they get Rice back in company. They'll be pissed towards the end of the year. But them falling 0-2, that's going to be a steep hole to crawl out of. And they can't afford injuries either.
Yeah, I think it's a personnel issue. Like you said, that O-line is not what it used to be. It seemed like every time Patrick Mahomes stepped back to pass, he under duress. The running game is non-existent. I mean, I think Pacheco only had like 20-something yards rushing. And
Who they
Kareem
got
Hunt
this week?
I don't know. I haven't
They
looked
got
that
the
far
Giants in New York. That's not a gimme.
That's not a gimme. It's not. It's not.
I think I put it on my ticket. The Giants get right.
I'll take Giants plus whatever they're gonna have them at.
I think they had them at like 6.5. They had Kansas City like that's crazy. Like I'll take that. Like bump that up to 9.5, 10. I think that's gonna be a good game.
Because from what I'm seeing, it seemed like these guys can't get over. Xavier Worthy of butt 140 again, taken out by Kelsey. It just seemed like they not as physical as they once were. And Chris Jones getting aggravated because they getting moved off their spots, and they can't do nothing about it.
Only problem I have with the Giants is last week with them. You throw the kitchen sink on offense, and then you get nothing from that. Or they broken, or they because if they're broken, then Will Saxon dart in week 4 because. If they go out and lay an egg against the Chiefs, they say the Chiefs decide they just want to get right, and they lose. I think you go to jail. It's nothing. Russ still can play. Russ is slow as a snow turtle too. I saw Russ running in the middle of the field, looking back. I was like, dude, like who behind you? Ain't nobody behind you. But
he was looking. He was making sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you though. This is the game for both of these teams where we could officially say they've been broken if they lose this game. It's gonna be a downhill spiral.
If the Chiefs can't run the football against the Giants, they may stand a chance.
They not. I don't think they will be able to run the ball.
You do not want to play to the Giants' strength of their pass rush. That's all I'm saying.
True, they could barely run on the Eagles, and the Eagles getting gashed. Even Javonte Williams had a pretty good game versus them when they play against the Cowboys. So
yeah,
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Gatwood, do the Chiefs win another Super Bowl?
Do they like does
Over
Mahomes
and
ever
under?
win one
Just
again?
one. Yeah. What's this say? Mahomes and Chiefs over and under.
Yeah, he'll win another Super Bowl before his career's over.
RC Chiefs over and under another Super Bowl.
Under. That's it. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. Like, I don't know how you get another one. You don't get another Andy Reid. You don't get another Travis Kelce. How do you? I mean, you got a chance to get it when you drafted Tyler Warren. I mean, if you'd have drafted, they need Austin Loveland. I mean, you got to replace the guys to get another one. Who's coming to save them?
That's a good question. Okay. From what I see right now, nobody. It just seemed like they're just too old. Yep, they just seem people have a number. Art Flowers over or under. She's getting a Super Bowl with Pats. Yeah,
definitely for the next 10 years. I'm going under,
especially with the other teams up and coming.
Yes, these other teams are
Chargers.
young. Yes,
in their division.
I hope y'all are right because I can't stand the Chiefs, but I just feel like Mahomes is gonna still pull one out of his butt.
Yeah, he got the chance to win one, but it's not gonna be anytime soon. He gonna go on a long drought like Brady did for like 10, 11 years.
Hey, I don't know what kind of money he got, but I can't see Andy Reid coaching 10 more years. So
I mean, right.
Who's gonna come
that's
in
the factor right there.
Well, they're gonna have to make a drastic move.
Yep.
If they want to compete, they're gonna have to make a drastic move.
I'm gonna make one for you guys. I think at some point he plays for someone else.
That could happen.
That'd be crazy.
I can see that too. Especially if Andy Reid dip out. I can see Patrick Mahomes moving to another team. Mm-hmm. He can be like a Brady effect, go to a team that's a quarterback away.
Get one that way for sure.
Yeah, I can. That's why I said with the Chiefs, guy. I don't see another one with the Chiefs, especially like I said, Andy Reid getting up there in age and everything, and he kind of look tired too, man. Especially with Kelce antics.
He gonna have to request a trade though, because ain't he on like a 10-year deal?
Yeah, he probably figure something out.
He signed that deal with
5 years ago.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, it's been a while. God, he's not even top. He's like 30.
He's making like $40-something million a year.
Mm-hmm. Only.
I wish I had no problems.
Let me borrow some money.
So the Dolphins, man, McDaniels, they dropped another one to the Patriots. It wasn't pretty either. I think I have the score right here, 33-27. Dolphins came back in the fourth quarter, but it wasn't really close. The whole game. Flowers buying or selling Matt Daniels finishing the season.
I don't think he's gonna finish the season. I think he's out before week 12.
How they been playing and how they been arguing Tyreek Hill. I don't know y'all saw that video Tyreek Hill getting overthrown and he like losing it.
He's trying his best to to voice himself out of Miami right now.
It was so bad. It was so bad. Tua had, I guess they asked Tua a question in the press conference, and he was like, "Well, Zeke, how I threw, I want him to keep running, but he kind of stopped and everything, and we just weren't on the same page." I'm just like, "Yeah, that's not
Tua wrong."
I don't know. He stopped that ball, a mile high.
Let me say something real quick about that situation. I think Tua's not wrong to say what he said because he's been on Tyreek Hill's ass since week 18 of last year when Tyreek said, "I'm ready," pretty much saying without saying, "Trade me." Tyreek Hill's been playing makeup. He's been playing catch up, trying to get back into Tua Tagovailoa's good graces and that offense. But they just let you know that they don't have any control down there. I hate to say that, but Mike McDaniel I mean, his time has flustered. He's not a head coach. He's probably a great offensive mind, of course, and a great offensive coordinator, but they don't have any structure down there. When we played on week one, you can tell that they wouldn't. They would. It's like they didn't expect us to hit them in the mouth like that. I knew they was in trouble during training camp when Detroit went down there and embarrassed them. That should have told you something right there. When Detroit went down there during the training camp and embarrassed them the 2 or 3 days that they were down there.
Gatwood, buying or selling McDaniels make it through the season.
I don't think he makes it to the season, man. I think the Dolphins should blow it up after that snow game against the Chiefs, man.
Mhm.
Way Tua played in that game and the way the offense looked, and I'd have blew it up after that, man. I'd be like, I don't want this dude in my franchise quarterback. We ain't going nowhere. If he ain't playing in the snow, we gotta find somebody that don't care about the elements. It was sad performance.
It was. He definitely was a frozen fish out there in Kansas City. It was terrible. RC, man. So if McDaniels don't make it through the season, what's next for Tua? You think a new coach gonna come in, keep Tua, or you think they should just start over fresh, like break it all down?
Well, Tua won't make it through another coach. It'll be his third coach. He'll be out with McDaniels. McDaniels in back up in San Francisco. He'll do what Saleh did. But I'm looking at the Dolphins roster, man, and they got a dude play right corner named Storm Duck. Dead. You're dead, man. You know, that's your nickname. You out there. I thought it was, typo. I thought I was reading it wrong. Storm Duck. Okay, but looking at that roster, they got a lot of talent on this roster. Chop Robinson, Mika Fitzpatrick. You still got Waddle. You still got Tariq. You still got A-Chain. You got pieces. You got a decent offensive line. The problem is that the head guy saw him, man. I think he smoked weed. He's standing up there at the press conference, and he just, and he once you go into that mode of what Tomlin does, when you start trying to motivate yourself, he's like, well, you're going to win the game, and you're trying to win the game within the game, and you're trying to win the game outside. I'm like, dude, how high are you? And then he down his glasses, and I feel so bad for him because at one point in time he was swagged out, he was talking a lot of crap. Now he don't even look in the camera. It's because he lost his team. Because you can't win with motivational stuff and these wild plays. You tried to copy Kyle Shanahan and McVay, but the one thing you didn't copy was putting your own imprint on this team and really getting on these guys, man, because they don't respect him. And Tariq Hill was a bad get. He's a cancer. I used to want him to come to San Francisco. I think anywhere he goes now, he's going to be a problem because what he did was he disrespected Mahomes. Y'all remember that? Trying to say that Tua was better? And he took money and left Mahomes. Like, come on, man. How many games did Scottie Pippen? What did Scottie Pippen do without Michael Jordan? I'll wait. Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. So you need each other, man. Hey, you need that guy. That guy needs you. They both need each other right now. Now that's the one spot he could go right back in, and it'll click right back.
It fixes a lot of their problems.
It fixes a lot of their problems.
Yeah, because like you said, Kelsey's not what he used to be, and he'll come up and open things back up for
then Tariq
Kelsey.
Tariq will be out of Miami.
Yeah, it's a wrap. This Dolphins team don't have no fight. They too finesse, and like I said, McDaniels seemed like he disheartened. He seemed like he had some long days, and I think they took it right out of him. So it's looking bad for the Dolphins.
Storm Duck.
What
anybody heard of the Storm? Man, anybody on the panel heard of Storm Duck?
Yeah, I seen him play week one. I mean, he wasn't bad. Now he a corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he wasn't bad. But like I say, that's a hell of a name.
Yeah,
he's a rookie.
He should be beasting out there with a name like that.
Second season. I'm trying to get his real name.
Who knows, man? Who knows? All right, Bryce Young, they fall 0-2. They lost to the Cardinals, even though they try to come back. The score was, if I can find it, 27-22. Flowers, dude. Bryce Young need to put on some ride wave again to get himself going. What's going on?
Look, if you listen to Rod Wave in the first place, that's the damn problem.
That's it.
What a motivation there. There's no motivation in listening to no damn Rod Wave. So I look at Carolina and I'm disappointed in them because I thought they was one of them teams that would take a step, a forward step. Not saying they would have made the playoffs, but maybe a year from making the playoffs, and I don't see it. Now, they did give me a little, let's say about 15% of hope because they fought back this past Sunday against a great Arizona team at home. They started to turn resilient. I don't know what the hell's going on with Xavier Leggett. Get out of Gorilla's music videos and learn how to get the ball upfield, sir. McMillan looks great. I mean, I think Carolina has pieces. Chuba Hubbard, the offensive line is not bad. I think the offensive line is pretty solid. I just think Bryce Young still, going through growing pains. But as we've seen this past Sunday, if they can get it going and get it together, man, they can put points on the board and compete. And that's, honestly, that's all I want to see out of them. I don't need to see another week one plunger, of course. They need to continue to grow. They are a young team offensively. Still, even though Bryce Young was third year, they are a very young offensive team, especially on the edges. So they got to figure that out.
Yeah, they do. They just seem flat. They come out flat. I don't know what the deal is, but it takes them a while to get going. And it's, to me, it seemed like Bryce Young kind of regressed. I don't know. I can't put my finger on why he's struggling back there. Well, I can give you one reason why, but I think that's pretty obvious.
His height. Ben, you want to talk about his height? Like you do with every quarterback?
I mean, it's pretty obvious, but
where's the experienced receiver he's throwing to on that offense?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. The guys are getting over
stupid.
What he say, Gatwood?
So trading Thielen was stupid.
Yeah,
it was
crazy.
Because that was his favorite target. I was surprised. I mean, that was a good deal that had Thielen on. I think it was a 1 year and a couple $1 million. It wasn't terrible.
That's a lot of leadership leaving out of that.
It's a lot. And Xavier Leggett not getting done. I'm trying to pull Xavier Leggett. He had one catch for -2 yards. He had 8 targets.
That's not
Xavier Leggett. Xavier Leggett, what you got to say for yourself?
Hey man, I'm just trying to move around, bro. I'm trying to get the football, man. I can't get over. I'm gonna tell you the problem I had with it, bro.
It sounds just like him.
Listen, man. I think they need a veteran receiver like Devontae Adams would have helped them.
DJ Moore, bring DJ Moore back.
DJ Moore, somebody like that would help him. But I think that what I'm saying, I can't see the ball because he's too short. I don't know what side they're coming out on. They got a lot of issues. And then think about this, man. They don't have veterans on the defensive side either. Like, who's the true leader in there, man? Everybody's a baby. So
Derek Brown, Horn, them guys are still babies.
Yeah,
Derek Brown's a hell of a player.
Hey, I don't know why they traded Burns for. I know he didn't like how the organization was being run, but still,
JC Horn, Derek Brown and JC Horn. I don't think
JC Horn was 4th year or something like that. Yeah,
but you know who they mirror? What team they mirror? They mirror the Saints. They're built the same way. Like, even though the Saints have that veteran leadership, like they have Cam, and so I take that back. On defensive side, they have leaders. They need a guy like that. They need to trade for a guy who's been in the league. Like, if they're gonna get off of Bryce, it would have been perfect to go with Donald or Geno or something like that. They just need somebody to just sell it out. I think those receivers will be fine. They just need some leadership. I think Bryce is just too green, too young, too many offensive coordinators.
Yeah, should have drafted Jackson Dart.
That's why I asked you, Gatwood. Should they took a quarterback in this this past draft and just put Young away on the bench?
Yeah, I mean, I think. Are you talking about the Panthers? Should they have drafted a quarterback?
No. Yeah,
No, I don't think so because he did show a lot of good flashes at the end of the season, and they got a lot more holes to fill than just a quarterback. So I don't think I would have took a quarterback if I was in.
You got Bill on that. This is what Bryce Young 3rd year.
But what has he had to grow? What have they given him to grow with?
I mean, you gotta learn how to play the game. I mean, all teams got not gonna be
how
perfect.
can you learn how to play the game when you don't even have a consistent coach?
Yeah. No,
what's going to happen is Carolina's going to get off of Bryce Young. He's going to go. I'm telling you now, he's going to go somewhere where there's stability. Put him in Minnesota or somewhere like that. Put him somewhere with some stability.
I get they don't have the weapons, but he just seemed like he's just unsure.
I don't think he's unsure.
So let me ask you. Bryce Young played at Alabama with a lot of receivers that were cutting like deer. So did Tua. So did Mac Jones, and they look like worse, right? So you don't
disagree.
If you don't put Mac Jones in, if you don't put Bryce Young, if you put Bryce Young in Minnesota, you don't think he would look better with that? That's going to demand.
RC, I want to counter something you said real quick, because Tua, Mac Jones, they had better talent than Bryce Young. Bryce Young had to go through more, in my opinion, at Alabama than Mac Jones and Tua. Any of those quarterbacks.
But didn't he have Jameson Williams and Miji and
Jameson Williams got hurt, but after that, who else did he have?
Well, he had a run game. I'm saying
that's when Georgia started.
Did he have Devontae Smith?
No, he didn't have
won the Heisman. Well, he wasn't. Who was the quarterback for Devontae?
That was Tua.
Mac Jones.
No, that was Bryce last year. Devontae's last year was Bryce junior year.
When he won the Heisman.
Yeah, he won the Heisman. Bryce was still there. Because Devontae been in the league, 3 years? Devontae's been in the league
4 years.
He was 2021, I think, wasn't he? Devontae 2021.
Oh no, they all run together because they literally at the school at the same time. So they all run together.
So Devontae was a freshman when Tua was leaving.
Yeah, when they won the Natty.
Yeah, Devontae was a freshman, right?
Yeah, he was a freshman.
So
they still had Jalen Hurts and Tua and they were freshmen together.
Okay,
Tua and Devontae were freshmen together. They played together.
Yeah, because he threw that touchdown to Devontae when they were both freshmen.
Yeah.
Okay. They came out together.
Mm-hmm. They came out together.
Okay.
Bryce took over right after that, and all he had was Jameson Williams, and Jameson Williams had to transfer from Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
I really think Tua got drafted in 2020. I think Devontae got drafted in 21. I could be wrong.
He came back as a senior. Yeah, they're a year apart. Because I remember Bryce throwing to him. It's weird, but I just feel like, to me, man, Bryce, Ben's picking on him. And I mean, because Bryce, if you watched the game last week, they came back. I
know they came. Yeah, because Kyler Murray doing stupid stuff. He threw an interception. Like
Kyler Murray don't play defense.
Still got to drive the ball. Still got to put it in the end zone.
I know, but Kyler Murray and them boys, man, they do the same exact thing. They be on cloud 9 1 minute, then you like, what are you doing out there?
They've gotten out of running the ball. Arizona has.
Yeah, they throwing it to Trey Benson out the backfield. They getting away from James Conner and they getting more touches to Benson. So that's what I'm saying. Like the Cardinals, they like up and down for no reason. But back to Bryce Young, I mean, they brought in Dave Canales. You seen what he did with Baker?
Okay, Baker got Mike Evans, Godwin. He has grown veteran guys. Cade Otton. He had all these grown-ups.
Have the Panthers not try to get Bryce Young people though? They drafted.
They're babies. McMillan's a baby. Legette's a baby. Tell me who he's throwing to, and tell me
what I'm saying.
He don't got the safety blanket. Like
that's what I'm saying. They brought in Thielen, right, to help out.
And look how successful that was when he had Thielen last year.
They drafted Xavier Leggett. They drafted Xavier Leggett to bring in.
Leggett is not a number one. Let's stop kidding ourselves here. He's not a number one. McMillan's a number one, but that's going to take some time.
They have been trying to bring in some pieces. They haven't been panning out. They do run the ball very well, so you do have a running game behind them. So it's just not. I wouldn't just say that I'm getting all these excuses for Young, but they have tried to build a team.
He don't have a safety.
It's just not working out. It's just not working out. Some of these guys
needs a tight end. Like he needs a safety bracket.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this: Bryce Young, in the Panthers' defense, in this era of pressuring teams to draft quarterbacks, like I'm think now teams screwed up drafting, passing up on Tyler Warren, passing up on proven players who are able to come in and be impact players to just draft a quarterback. Like you've seen with the resurgence of quarterbacks who go to other places and look a whole hell of a lot better. Bryce Young needs what everybody else has had over the history of football. You need a reliable tight end. You need a great offensive line. You need players. I think McMillan, I would have took Ibuka over McMillan because he played in a better conference. He's an older player. McMillan's a baby. He played at a school that did really good that 1 year. But Ibuka is a man. You can look at his body type. You can tell all them years at Ohio State. Go get an older player. And if you were going to draft a player, it need to be one. Hell, even in the run game, you could have got back up there and got the kid out of Ohio State, Juckins. You need playmakers, like game changers. So
they got running backs.
Chuba's good. Chuba's good. Chuba's
and
good.
They got Dow. They got Rico Dowell also. So they got some.
Oh yeah, they good on running backs.
That's why I remember, Flower, we talked about this. I was high on the Panthers, so it's not like I'm just like oh, it's all Bryce Young fault. I seen the vision, but for some reason they just not coming out hot. They not getting things done what they need to do. I don't know. It's a mental aspect or what.
It's a bad ran organization.
They're babies, man.
It's a bad ran organization.
No true leadership. Like, you can't tell me who's a true leader. Give us some time. But Tyler Warren would have been wonderful. He would have did wonders.
Who did they draft?
But Bryce,
they drafted Millen right in the first.
The Bryce Young experiment will end this year, though. This is what they do.
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I made it my mission to follow every team and a couple fans on Twitter, so I can get an idea with how everybody feel about each their teams and their players. And they, for some reason, when Bryce Young was standing at the Jumbotron doing a commercial timeout, that triggered people. I don't know why it triggered the Panther fans, because it was a commercial timeout. They're like, man, he's more interested in the dang Jumbotron still standing with his teammates.
Nitpicking, man.
So that's how they having enough. Even
that's
though
that's what losing organizations and losing fans do. They nitpick a little thing, i.e. the Saints.
Nah, come on now.
You know how many players look at that Jumbotron on TV timeouts?
They said why he's not holding up with the players. The rest of the team
that's what I'm saying. You only losing teams and losing fan base pay attention to a player on the Jumbotron. Who gives a damn? Like, he on the Jumbotron.
Timeout. You're not doing anything.
RC, you gotta say they were losing to Jacksonville. Them fans were pissed.
Well, I mean,
they were mad.
I mean, you come from Cam Newton into this, but they did Cam wrong. But I feel like, to me, they're gonna figure it out.
Think
about the only time the Panthers have really been good when they had two generational talents and Luke Kuechly and Cam Newton.
Don't use that word.
No, Cam Newton was generational, bro. Chill out.
Yeah.
All right. So let me pull up my notes real quick. Which 0-2 team needs to win more? So we have the Jets 0-2, the Dolphins, the Chiefs, the Browns, the Texans, the Titans, the Giants, the Bears, the Panthers, and the Saints. Gadwood, what team needs to win? They need to win this week.
Bias, I say the Texans. But I mean, because we're going against the Jaguars, and both of our first two games we easily could have won. And I would feel a lot better if we were 1-1 right now if we'd have split. But I feel like it's a must-win against the Jaguars. I mean, it's a divisional opponent. We got the Titans after that. I'd rather come out 2-2 after our first 4 weeks than 1-3.
That's fair. Because the AFC is tight right now.
Hey, and I want to tell y'all, I am officially off of Sunshine. After that shit he did, Coach, I pull every strain of hair off his head. You don't do that.
Thank you, RC. You finally saw what dark and gloomy what he's all about.
Yeah.
But Flowers, which 0-2 teams you think need a win this
any
week?
AFC team, Houston and Kansas City, they need wins badly. I'm with Gatwood on that. Houston cannot afford to fall to 0-3.
I definitely, like I said, it's a tight race in the AFC. It's a lot of good teams, so they cannot fall behind early. I totally agree with that. RC, what about you?
I'm gonna say this: my family's in disarray. I mean, listen, man, my timeline's in disarray. My family's in disarray. You're in disarray. It's just not a good time to face, man. It's like everybody act like it's the end of the world. Like, I guess Jesus has come back on that side because he ain't came back on my side yet to do anything for us to save us. But for some reason, they act like the world has ended. I'm talking about they want the coach fired. He just got there. I'm being sarcastic, but I'm serious. Some of these teams, like the Saints, it's an overreaction. Like, but if we really saying who really do, I think it's the Chiefs, or we do see them blow this thing up because they in a tough division in football to me. I'm very, very high on the Broncos, the Chargers, even the Raiders can get you. So if you don't win now, you be fourth in that division, you ain't gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah, it definitely come down to the Chiefs and Texans. Man, the Saints fans are like that. They are you? That's
looking at it.
They ready throwing it. Look, I already claimed what we gonna do, so I ain't tripping because I already knew what it was.
But they just act like you should be 2-0 if you
yeah, we should.
They're young.
But we young, and like I said, Kellen Moore, I don't think you want to give Spencer Rattler too much, but the Chiefs, man, they dead in the water. I'm going ahead. Can I go ahead and put a fork in them? Cause the Chargers, they dismantled the Raiders.
You can't put a fork in them.
I'm
putting early, a fork man. In like
you can put them in. You can put them in the oven. Start cooking them.
Yeah, you can prep them. But
I'm putting a fork because the Chargers. Look what the Chargers did to the Raiders, and the Raiders they look pretty solid.
I think the Chiefs can still be a wild card. They can sneak in and still be a wild card team. It's too early just to throw them completely away.
That's my hot take. I'm putting a fork in them.
Flowers, you remember that year when the Texans started off 0-3 and then won the division, went 11-5? Mm-hmm. See, I prefer not to start off 0-3, but I mean we've all seen crazy things happen. We also had Prime Deshaun, which to me, I mean I love CJ, but I feel like Prime Deshaun was better. So
we started 1-5 and cracked off 9 out of 10. About 6-7 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Deshaun Watson, man, that dude was something else. I totally agree. I know we crowned it CJ Stroud early because of what his rookie season, what he did, but man, it's no comparison really.
Not close
to what's done. To what Deshaun Watson did.
R.I.P. to that version of Deshaun Watson. That was
he was so fun.
I don't miss it.
We talking like he did.
He was so fun to watch, man. I miss that.
Yeah, and right now he just sitting in some massage chair in Cleveland. Just chilling.
Come on, bro.
I ain't thinking about football anymore.
He's on a yacht.
So yeah, what are the Browns gonna do with Deshaun? They still sitting on that.
I got no choice.
That's kind of strange. I mean,
is
he on the team? I haven't seen.
He's hurt. You remember he tore his Achilles. Yeah. He's hurt.
So what's gonna happen?
I haven't seen him nowhere. Like not even like him.
He probably tell him don't even bother to show up to the facility.
So what's going? I think Deshaun's the next quarterback in line to go somewhere and revitalize, rejuvenate his career.
You think he's done?
He don't make too much money. He done.
So I'm just saying, if they can figure out the money part of it and cut him or whatever when they release him, or if they cut him, the team that's gonna get him don't have to pay that salary. They'll play
too many injuries. Also, I think Deshaun's cooked.
He's tore his Achilles and both ACLs.
Yeah. Reed tore his Achilles.
I didn't know that.
I think Deshaun's cooked.
I didn't know he tore both his.
He tore one at Clemson.
He tore his ACL at Clemson. He tore it in Houston.
Yeah, his rookie year.
Mm-hmm. He tore his Achilles twice within the last.
And like
2
you said,
years.
he messed up his arm in Cleveland. He got hurt.
Shoulder.
Yeah. Yep. He might be
shoulder.
Yeah.
I mean, plus, I want to see no team getting him a shot anyway. I mean,
I ain't bring him in on a minimum deal. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think RC would take him with the Niners.
Y'all picking up
out of San Fran.
Or you picking up what I'm putting down? We rehabilitate quarterbacks. If Josh Dobbs come through there, and Donald came through there, I just feel like you come through there, man. Mac Jones come through there and just lay on the table, man, and let that man pump life into your career.
Jimmy G out there, Dane Pawn stars. I couldn't imagine what Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Jimmy G does been where you ain't been in a while. So I mean, hey, Jimmy G can say, hey, look, I've been successful. I think me personally, man, with Deshaun Watson, now that y'all told me all those injuries, might be in his best interest to retire because your body has officially broken down, man. That's like young, man.
Yeah, the purple eye and just disappear and just live your life with all the money you have.
Yep.
That's what I do. Continue to help out in the community like you used to do in Houston. Just keep a low profile.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Caleb Williams, come on down, buddy. We saw the bad, and the ugly. It wasn't good. I mean, we saw Roman Duzier go off and get his numbers, but the Bears were cooked. First start of the game, they lose. Damn, I just had to score.
52
52 to 21. Lions beat the Bears 52 to 21. So we back at this discussion. Y'all remember the video I put up on TikTok? They are revisiting it, and they're like, "Yeah, we done with Caleb." RC, your thoughts?
I'm so tired of fan bases like Chicago, New Orleans, Cleveland, Carolina. You've been losing so long that your brains don't operate like normal football fans. You can't keep drafting quarterbacks just to throw them away. You had Justin Fields there. The problem is inconsistency at the head coach, the GM, the owner. No one's familiar with nothing there. Ben Johnson wants to run that West Coast. This kid don't run. I mean, he's going to have to understand you got to cater to this style of play. I'm sure Caleb could do it, but I don't like what's going on media with Caleb. Everything goes from football to personal shit. And I think that's a problem because he hears that. He's a sensitive kid. He hears that. And it's probably affecting his play. And y'all got to remember, Chicago's not the most appealing place to play football because that fan base is like New York fan base. They are on his. So I feel sorry for the kid, man. And because I think he can play football. I think that's another quarterback. If change of position, change of scenery, he could be good. He did some very good stuff last year. And I think this year I see he's just trying to mesh his world with Ben Johnson, but throwing him away, start over again. I mean, who you gonna get? Arch Manning? I mean, what's coming?
Oh
yeah.
man, it's just I don't know. Gatwood, should the Bears be upset by Caleb Williams how he been playing the last two games?
No, I mean, like RC was saying, I mean, the Bears are kind of one of those places where quarterbacks kind of go to die. I mean, they've never even had a 4,000-yard passer in their team's history. I mean, that's a problem. I mean, have they ever even had a elite quarterback? What's the best quarterback they ever had? Jay Cutler?
Jay Cutler.
I mean, that's pretty sad.
Ghostman.
So you can't be mad at him. You got to build in the trenches first before you can throw in a young quarterback like that.
I think the person that might be upset is Ben Johnson because of how sporadic and how Caleb Williams played when Ben Johnson probably just wants the ball out quick to where the ball needs to go. I think he would probably be the one that probably have an issue of how his play style is affecting the offense. And I don't know, man. They're gonna have to figure it out because somebody gonna have to go. I know it's not. I don't know. It's not gonna be Ben Johnson. They got Brown in. He's supposed to be the protege, and so they're gonna have to work this out. Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson. They're gonna have to get on the same page because I don't think the play calling is hurting the team. I just think that the things they trying to do, I don't know. They still don't have the right personnel to do it. I know they need a. I know Swift is a good running back, but I think they probably need some more of a bruiser in that typical role. But Caleb Williams, he just can't keep doing his backyard stuff, man. It was even worse in the Lions game. That pass, I don't know what he was trying to do on the sideline pass, but it was 20 yards over the receiver, and he threw an interception in a very bad moment. So they're gonna have to figure something out.
I don't understand taking that Loveland in the first round. They already had Komet at tight end. They could have bolstered their defense or O-line or something.
But Loveland is more of a run blocker, right?
Yeah, you don't take that in the first round, though.
So that's what I'm saying. I think Ben Johnson want more.
Yeah, pass catching tight end. He ain't a run blocker.
Yeah.
So I think Ben Johnson was thinking we got Cole Kmet and he wanted to run, but I still want to Loveland, man. You take the dude. When they had Gronk and Hernandez, that was unstoppable, man.
That's what he was going for. That's what he was going for. But just the problem when they drafted Colts and Love, they showed highlights from 2 years ago. Okay. They couldn't find no more highlights of this kid. Last year, Michigan ran the ball. So he didn't do much last year. They had to go a year before that to find some actual footage of this kid catching the ball. That is going to go down in history as worst decisions by them because you put Tyler Warren with Caleb Williams. Tyler Warren lined up at receiver. He'll line up at quarterback. That kid good, man. Mm-hmm. they dropped the ball again as an organization when it comes to drafting.
Flowers, how do the Bears fix this, man?
That's a good question because
That's a big question.
I feel like people are giving Caleb Williams too much shit about this. I agree with the poor play. I agree with him after the scripted 15, 20 plays. Caleb wants to do what he wants to do, and it's not meshing with Ben Johnson. I wholeheartedly agree with that. But my thing is, why can't Ben Johnson make adjustment? These guys get stuck with their offenses. They got to do it this way. They got to do it this way. I seen a clip of Ben Johnson. They were showing. I don't know if it was week 1 or this past Sunday, but they were saying that Ben Johnson had been drawing plays since he was 9 years old. Okay. You knew what Caleb Williams was before he took the job, all right?
Yep.
I just think Ben Johnson is stuck on wanting to reinvent Caleb Williams in his own image. Caleb Williams is a phenomenon of this side. Ben Johnson's phenomenon of this side. They got to meet in the middle. They're clashing because Caleb wants to do what he's been doing that's made him successful, and Ben wants to do what's made him successful. So there needs to be a meeting in the middle of two minds with this. So I'm gonna need Ben Johnson to create more things that benefit Caleb Williams. Roll them out. Let's do some RPOs. Everything can't be timed with Caleb Williams. I mean, you keep telling me that he's not a quarterback, that he needs to be in the West Coast and he needs to be throwing time and routes. Let him improvise. He's an improviser. Let him improvise. You have to use what you have. That's what shows me what a great coach is. Anybody can draw up a damn play and say, "Here, go run it." Detroit had everybody that fit Ben Johnson. That's why he was foolish for leaving. He never should have left. They probably would have gave him that job if there was turmoil and Dan Campbell would became a problem. Ben Johnson gets that job, but he made the decision. He wanted to go to Chicago. I think he could have went to Washington. He got, like I say, if Ben Johnson wants to be a particular kind of coach, put Tyson Badgett in because that's what he wants.
Oh yeah.
So you think he needs a system type quarterback like Jared Goff?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yes, because you got to think about what Jared Goff is great because, I mean, Caleb's he's accurate, he's precise in a sense, but Jared Goff, West Coast guy, everything's about timing. Everything in that offense was about timing, and they ran the ball in Chicago. They're not running the ball. I mean, in Detroit, excuse me. They're not running the ball in Chicago. That's the problem. I agree with Ben. You know, you take Colston Loveland at 10, where you probably should have took Tyler Warren. I'm not complaining. I love that we took him. Hell, you could have drafted Tyler Warren and handed him the ball off on short yard situations. Hell, we do it. So there's so many things. You had a what's the tool I want to say? You had a multi-tool guy in Tyler Warren where you got a two-trick pony with Colston Loveland. And not mean no disrespect to Colston Loveland when I say that, but you got a 5-tool guy and you got a 2-tool guy. Which one are you gonna take? So the Bears need to. I mean, and also the Bears they signed the best guard free agency. They boasted the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Run the damn ball.
So it sounds like that the Ben Johnson was wanting Loveland to be his Hawkinson or Laporta, and I mean he just don't compare to them. No. Not yet, anyways.
Well, he had a beta in Cole Kmet that can run routes and get open. So why go with Loveland?
You take Tyler Warren because he can block, he can run routes, he can beat linebacker, safeties. You can line him up on the outside. You can line him up at quarterback. You can line him up at halfback. You can line him up at fullback. You can line him up at the damn H-back. There's too many things you can do with Tyler Warren. And for Ben Johnson and company to be geniuses or, you know, in their professions, why if Ben Johnson's been drawing up plays since he was 9 years old, how the hell you wouldn't want somebody like Tyler Warren?
So let me say this.
Go ahead.
I had a guy tell me, he said, man, listen, GMs in the Major League Baseball and the NFL, they're not stupid. I said, well, do you think that God created all these people on earth and only stupid people poor people are like, yeah, this stupid rich people. Like, it's just stupidity, and they keep repeating the same shit over and over again. Like Coastal, I'm a Michigan fan. Just like JJ McCarthy, it didn't warrant. They did nothing to warrant where they were picked. They show you how the NFL gets that wrong, right? But my problem with Ben Johnson is you've been drawing up plays since you was 9 years old. Why can't you draw up a few for the guy that you picked to be your quarterback? Why can't you do what Cliff Kingsbury did for Jaden Daniels? Why can't you cater to the guy? You asking a dual threat quarterback to be Jared Goff. You asking, it's like asking Michael Vick to be Dan Marino. I think Kyle Shanahan is just at this. He caters to the quarterback that he has on the plan for his offense. I mean, it's pride and his ego. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. Be careful, because Ben Johnson has proven nothing in this league. He carrying on like he's already a guy that's won a Super Bowl. Like, they be talking these coordinators up. We saw this in the McDaniels. Be careful, Ben Johnson. You're walking a tightrope, because you might have to put your guy in that's behind the steel. People looking at it like, bro, I don't know if Caleb Williams is this bad or you that stubborn. See, it's one or the other.
I think
it's the other seat.
It's the middle.
I really do.
I think it's in the middle. I think both of them are stubborn. And cause like you saw plays where Caleb Williams wasn't under pressure. He just created his own bootleg. Like, he just rolled out for no reason. I was just like, I think both of them just stubborn at some point. And they need to find a middle ground.
It's like he heard a voice. He was like, "Oh, gotta go." Like, where you going?
And let me say this about Caleb Williams also. Caleb Williams used to run for his life at USC. So he's used to having to run around and make a play. Look, it's going to take time for that to be coached out of, but Ben Johnson he's going to have to meet Caleb Williams in the middle with this. Everything can't be, this is the play I drove up. It's going to work. Y'all are going to have to get together, and you're going to have to take Caleb's strengths and, and let him improvise in sorts. Because, like I say, once he gets out of those scripted 15, 20 plays, he's all over the place. So, like I say, it's a half and half thing. I'm not saying it's all Ben Johnson's fault. I just feel like he needs to do more to cater to Caleb instead of, here, you run my offense. And he's out there. He's looking bad in the aspect, and like that's the worst thing that could have happened this past weekend, because Detroit, man, they were waiting on that game. They had a lot to prove. Like, hey, well, you want to go over there to Chicago? We'll show you what you're missing out of.
But I'm going out on a limb. I'm picking Bears to beat the Cowboys this week. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna happen. And
teams that play bad like that, like Miami week 1, you seen they played better week 2. Chicago will play better this Sunday.
The Bears just lost their best corner.
It don't matter. On paper,
Jalen Johnson.
On paper,
I just don't.
Look at that offense on paper, and look at the Commanders' offense on paper, and you'll be like, that's a really good offense. If they can, I mean, because I like DJ. I like a Doom. Was it a Doomays?
But the Bears don't have to run the ball versus the Cowboys. They're gonna have to keep them off their spot.
I'm telling y'all, man, that was a wake up. That game against Detroit, Ben Johnson has pride. They're going to come out firing on all cylinders against the Cowboys, because the Cowboys can't be. Their defense is horrible. Like, that's a horrible defense.
Who thought the Bears defense was going to be this horrible the week 2? I thought that was like a strength last year.
Hell, your offense ain't giving you no points. You out there all day. Eventually,
it was a strength. It was a strength last year because the head coach was a defensive guy. That's why it was a strength.
They was on the field all day. They didn't get a break.
Allen's there. Dennis Allen could get it up.
Dennis Allen is bro. They was on the. You guys got to go back and look at the highlights of the game. They was on the field a lot. So eventually, great defense gonna break, bro. You got to give your team some points. You got some drives.
So if y'all haven't heard, Joe Burrow might be missing a significant time. Well, we saw Jane Daniels go down. We saw JJ McCarthy go down. I think it was one other quarterback they went down to.
Brock Purdy, man.
But Brock Purdy, yeah. So I was listening to Pro Football Focus today, and the guy said it's turf toe, and that he's afraid that he might have to have surgery on that foot, because you know how turf toe lingers and everything. I had it once upon a time. It sucked. But they talking about he might miss significant time. What are you thinking as the Bengals organization, Flowers, with Joe Burrow close to another season-ending injury?
I honestly don't know what the organization is thinking because hell, they never think. You would
That's
think
it.
they would have did the right thing, and I love Jamar Chase, but they should have drafted Penei Sewell. You want to protect your investment. I know that Joe to Jamar is spectacular, but hell, how can Joe throw it to Jamar if he's not healthy? So that's one thing. Another thing is I don't think the Bengals are gonna fall off. Jake Browning will be just fine. They will be more of a balanced offensive team with Jake Browning. They will start running the ball. Watch what I tell you. They're gonna start running the ball with Jake Browning. They're gonna line up on the center with Jake Browning. They're gonna do things a whole lot different with Jake Browning than they were doing with Joe Burrow. I think I heard the other day that this past Sunday, Joe Burrow started off in shotgun like 19 or 20 straight times. So
Jeez.
that ought to tell you something right there that they're trying to milk Joe Burrow for all that $270 million because that's what they want. That's why they signed T. Higgins. That's why they signed Jamar Chase. They said, well, here, we're paying all this money. You go out here and we want you to throw it 40 or 50 times. And that's not how you're going to win football games.
It's not because Joe Burrow is getting banged up almost every game. I mean, he took a shot week 1. Go ahead, Flowers.
One more thing. They put up a stat, him and Andrew Luck through 6 years. They were saying that Joe has taken like 50 or 60 more sacks or hits than Andrew Luck at this same time. And this was the same year that Andrew Luck retired. So everybody is getting kind of scared. I know a guy that I play online with. I've known him for years. He lives in Cincinnati. Shout out to Natty Allen. He said it. He said to me the other night. He was saying, "Man, I think this might be Andrew Luck all over again." I can see why he's saying that because he's probably going to be done for the rest of this year. That you have he's going to have surgery. They're just taking their time and going on through the strides and making it like there's a chance for him to come back. Joe Burrow is not coming back this year, ladies and gentlemen. I'm calling it here. He's done for the season.
Yep, how Pro Football Focus put it, is not looking too good with that turf toe. And they did bring up an interesting argument. I don't know if I agree with it wholeheartedly. Of course, they got more stats than me, but they said partially Joe Burrow is to blame for this too. They claim that he hang on to the football longer than he have to try and make a play downfield instead of getting the ball out quick. Like I said, I don't have a stat on how fast he get his passes out.
That's easy to say. That's easy to say. I think you don't agree with it because what I'm about to say, I think is going. I believe y'all are going to agree with this. I think that stat is misconstrued because he's forced to throw the ball that much. Blame it on the coaching staff.
Yep, they
blame
gave
on the coaching staff.
Yep, cause Chase Brown. I mean, they haven't been getting him into the offense these last 2 weeks. I mean, I don't know what's going on there, and they got rid of Joe Mixon, which was very surprising.
They had Zach Moss last year. Zach Moss is very serviceable back.
Yeah, and it just seemed like you just can't put it on your quarterback like this, especially when your O-line is not top tier. You gotta run the football. You got to. RC, what you thinking about Joe Burrow's situation? I think this will be his second career-ending injury if he has surgery on his turf.
He had an ACL.
I mean, I said career, second season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the ACL.
I think all the teams in Ohio suck. Including Ohio State. Y'all suck. We want to play for any of the teams in Ohio. Nobody makes great decisions over there. I think all of them together, you take the owner from the Browns, left side of his brain, and the owner for the Bengals, right side of his brain, and you just take the Ohio State a-hole, and you just put a human together. They don't know what's going on over there. I don't like how you got one team, got too many quarterbacks, great defense, good offensive line, and you can't put a quarterback behind center that's worth a darn or keep one in there. and the other team don't got an offensive line. Sign all the skill players. Don't block the guy that's got to throw to the skill players. One of your best defensive players retire. A draft pick don't want to play for you. It's just a lot of craziness. That's why I say it's probably 11 to the National Football League who really trying to win the Super Bowl, and then you got the Bengals. My brother-in-law playing for the Reds and being over in Cincinnati, that's a very, very, very prideful, loyal fan base. They're gonna pack that place out, man. You would think they won Super Bowls, and it's probably hard every year. Shout out to Scott Niemeyer. I know you're going through it, brother, because sometimes I think Joe ain't really hurt. Joe probably just tired of it, because it's like, man, you remember in the preseason game, I don't know if it was the Bears or the Commanders, and Joe say hut and run backwards. Yep. Like, dude, I really frustrated with when them play quarterback, man, and just saying, dude. And then he does have an argument when you say he holds onto the ball. He holding on to the ball because Joe is a competitor. He's trying to make a play. And so, but I think we are very close to this story ending the way like others did. And I say this all the time for Jameis Winston. He took a lot of licks in Tampa Bay. I saw Russell Wilson take a lot of sacks. Seattle, it affects some different than others. And I don't think Joe will ever be himself playing like he plays scared to me. I think he finished in Cincinnati. I just don't think he finished there. Isn't he from Ohio?
Yeah.
Yes.
Get out of there, Joe.
Yeah, what you think? Do you think Joe Burrow leaves Cincinnati?
Well, I think either
career somewhere else.
Yeah, I think he ends up going somewhere else because he can't sustain all those hits. I mean, if they're not going to fix the O-line, then I mean, there's no point in him staying there because he's just going to get hurt every year and be out for the season. Something that I think the Bengals should do this year, though, I think they should go get Jameis Winston.
Yeah, that's possible. So, some team called about Jameis.
What y'all think about that?
I don't know if it was Commanders or Bengals.
I think they're good with Jake Browning. Remember that backup played like a year or two ago, and he actually looked all right.
Yeah.
I think the Bengals need to relocate.
That wouldn't hurt.
Get the hell out of Ohio, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, this has just been years and years of bad luck and bad management. Like, Joe Burrow is a gem. You're gonna waste that away. He's not like Andrew Luck. Like Andrew Luck, the Andrew Luck situation was totally different than Joe Burrow's in the sense that the Colts are a standard organization. Like, they have won Super Bowls. They had errors them year with the line play and everything. But Joe ain't have a shot from the day they said, and with the such and such pick, Joe Burrow has been drafted to the Cincinnati Bengals. Like, Jumanji. It was on right there. Like, I feel sorry for Joe.
Yeah, I do too. He need to make his way down New Orleans, so we don't have to draft a quarterback. That's what he should do.
We don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that.
Everybody wants to see that. Randy said Bengals to Toronto. There you go, your first NFL team.
How about they combine the Browns and the Bengals?
Right.
There you go. Take the Bengals offense and take the Browns defense combined.
Yep.
Okay, that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
The Browns can't get the quarterback situation right because Joe Flacco got benched and Dylan.
And you know what you can call
this Sunday?
You can call them the Cincinnati Browns. I just feel like, to me, you can call them. Listen, I'm gonna tell you another thing about the Browns. I'm gonna be on the Browns' head. They a team with no decal. Like, come on, bro. Like, everybody in the NFL got a decal except the Browns. Like, you just got an orange helmet and you got a dog Scott. That tell you all you need to know about the Browns.
Put a turd on the side or something.
And then the Bengals, if you really look at it, man, they probably got one of the best color schemes for a team. That orange and black. You're just wasting away good fabric every weekend, man. Like, come on,
that
man.
All white, man, can't beat
that. White and black that is man.
Imagine Myles Garrett and Hendrickson like on each side.
Nah, that's a pass rush.
Yeah.
All right. We were brought to you by Bet Us. We got your game. We had the NFL, college football, WNBA is winding down. MLBs is almost October for those guys. So place your bet with Bet Us and get you some money.
I've been on a hot streak, boy. Woo! cool me down.
I'm about to show you a video on Stud and Dud. What pissed me off about the Steelers guy. I had Steelers on that. I think it was on that $600 parlay.
I had the Steelers on a lot of stuff this past Sunday. And that was one of the 2 games I missed this past Sunday.
Yeah.
If the Steelers would have won, I'd have won about $2,000 this past Sunday.
I've been right with you, brother. I was rebetting your shit like you was. Hey, look, I'm right there with you, brother. I'm going right down there with you.
Steelers cost me about $1,000, all because
it's all right.
some
We're gonna get right.
plays.
We'll get right this weekend again.
So with that being said, I have our Stud and Dud of the week. Gatwood, who your studs?
Jared Goff.
Oh man, I got a video. Man, I'll start using my videos. I pay money for this. Jared Goff. He finally golfed the Mac.
Salute to Jared.
Oh, let me put in video formation. Here we go.
Noah Sewell plays that position. We're down at 8. Goff going deep. Williams, touchdown.
He ain't pink.
Oh boy, Gable.
Well, they ripped the home opener, man.
Telling y'all right now, if I wasn't a 49er fan, I'd be a Lion fan. I'm trying to tell y'all. So that's some nice colors there.
Mm-hmm. That blue face mask, that sets it off.
Yep.
RC, you can't keep picking your guys, man. Who's your
Why I can't, dog? Why I can't? Hey, look.
I ain't want to cook that video. That's why.
You know, I think we haven't talked about the 49ers tonight, what they did to the Saints. You just glazed over that. Had they beat us, you would have been playing you know, get a came with the who that stuff.
You think so?
Yeah, I know your kind, bro. I know your kind. See, I done figured it out too. You're trying to place the wrong way, dog. You trying to get through this show without acknowledging what happened to y'all and what happened to you this weekend. Look here, Flower, before we get done. Did you see that, Flower? That's what happened. They only didn't lose to my team. He lost to me in fantasy too. It wasn't even close. He didn't pitch. He didn't poke nothing. He just showed up and laid down.
Sorry for you, man. That was a charity. That was a charity win.
Well,
for you.
Let me get to my Stud and Dud. You know to say it's Mac Jones. We beat you with the replacements. If you ever seen the movie, go watch it. Shout out to Mac Jones. It's all love. Hey, and I noticed you and all you wasn't no safe stuff. That's what you're doing now. That's the closest thing to a bag. You almost got a bag on your head. Oh, we on fire tonight. You get this work tonight. Go ahead and run this Stud. I'm gonna put that back up there so people can see that. Look at that scope, Gatwood.
Like I said, every dog it's all good.
Hey,
it's all good.
What'd you say? Every dog got a day.
Here it comes. Mac Jones in a clean pocket, floats it for McCaffrey, makes the catch, touchdown.
Yeah.
Man, one hell of a throw by a backup. You know, you got 1,000 excuses.
Patriots.
Hey, listen, dude. You got 1,000 excuses. You always got a reason why you're losing. You're hurt. We get hurt. Next man up. You ain't doing this. You ain't doing that. Maybe the problem is, and I'm gonna give you right now. You can either go to Denver or you can go back to New England. Because right now, New England's trending upward, and Denver is too. I want you to go back and wouldn't say nothing about it. Get out of there while you can.
Ben, I'm sticking with my Saints, even though Sean Payne's in Denver. Still my Saints.
Man, one of the most disgruntled Saints fans I ever known. Ain't nothing ever right. You know what I'm saying?
Right till we get a quarterback. Randy said you guys go through the pick'em standings. Yeah, we did. I messed up.
Yeah, Randy.
Show him real quick.
Randy, show it, man. Look at this Flower. Look where he trying to get Flower. Look at this
he
crap.
did him dirty.
I messed up. I ain't gonna lie. I messed up. I forgot to move over
He want me to be under him so bad. He be right up under him, and I got a better record than him. and you better clip this. Listen, you better clip this so people can see it's a conspiracy to make sure RC finishes last and everything. But look, the football guy said over my dead body. Hey, listen,
I'll
hey,
rush
dude.
in there. I forgot to move a stomach, man. Just that's all.
Yeah, and it just happened to stumble on me. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. And then look, for a guy that has won his fantasy league, you have never won your fantasy league. I won the fantasy league. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice now. Talk to me. Look,
Man,
118 points. Hey, bro, you a JV. You listen. You can't walk that JV team out there to a perennial. Listen, I beat you first half, not in the second half. We didn't come out there in the second half. But listen, I want to say this. We can move on. I need this same energy, this humbleness. Right? Because right now you're playing like a short quarterback. And panel, is he not playing short? You know, he ain't talking no
trash. Hey, we were like the Lions. We came out flat week 1. Hey, it's all good. Just know that I'll be right there in the playoffs. And
you said the Lions were dead. You said the Lions were dead.
Right. So with that performance that you had, you basically saying your fantasy team is done, right?
No. I'm just saying that, man. They just didn't come to play that day. They took the day off, but we're gonna be right back here. I'm whipping back in shape.
Don't worry, you ain't ran into this buzzsaw yet.
I know Gat would have, but don't worry. Y'all.
Ben, I've been in your league. Like Archie said, you ain't ever won your own league, bro. I've been in there since 2018.
You know, I won my own.
Look, 2018 too, right, Gatwood? Yeah.
Look, he done gave me a ring. I got a trophy. Get you one, Ben. Get you one. I'm
trying to get one this year, so you might be the odd man left out, Ben.
Nah, I'll be right in there. Trust me, my team will be there.
Hey, you can do like The Rock did in wrestling. Go buy your own belt. Call the people. Call yourself. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Listen, I'm predicting that Danny will win a championship before Ben. I'm predicting it right now. It's gonna happen. Danny, listen, he's in the league. Danny gonna win before you. Who else? I was gonna, because you know why? You got this down to a fine science. You watch that draft and criticize every move. Look at RC. He's a homer. Homer Simpson. How about that?
It will look like the RC 49ers team. That's what you should name it on the fantasy league.
Hey, listen. I took McCaffrey and Kittles, and you took Brian Robinson. I'm gonna tell you like this: if you don't take players that it's about fantasy. It's about fantasy, right?
Wait.
So let me ask you this. So if McCaffrey stay healthy, he gonna put numbers up, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alvin Kamara. I couldn't get at who got Alvin Kamara. Anybody on this panel got Alvin Kamara?
I think I did. Or another way. One of them I got Alvin.
I got Alvin Kamara and Travis Etienne.
It all depends on who's playing quarterback for some of these guys as well. Like it's got to be working that way. But hey, everything look on the up and up. Like it was to somebody I'm playing this week turned down a trade today. He's being I'm gonna beat his ass.
Who's that?
It's Barry Allen, cousin Belt, whatever his name. Get ready to get some smoke, son.
Who?
Turned down a trade. It was a good trade. I was trying to give you a receiver and a tight end for a running back, and you turned it down.
What team name? I can tell you who it is.
Bare Knuckles or something. I don't know. Yeah,
that's Walt.
Bareback Mountain. I don't know what his name is. He's a smoke.
Come on, man. He's a Chicago Bears fan. That's Walt.
Barely making it. I don't know who he gonna send me. You could have, countered it. Sent me something
Walt
back. Let's negotiate. He just squashed
it.
Like,
trade.
It's all good. Right. I thought maybe you could have said, "Don't help RC."
No, Walt won the league before.
Who, the Bear Cuz?
Yeah, the Bear Cuz. He's a Bears fan.
He's Randy, a Bears fan. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a Bears fan. That's why his name is Bear Crazy or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And he dropped the number Bears team, Bear players, and it was funny. He dropped it like NFC North players. It was crazy. I'm like, okay. Randy, he's in another fantasy league, it's a private league with a whole bunch of people I know. You in the podcast league. All right, Flowers. We let RC have his time and his day, and I'll be right back at the end of the season, and we're gonna check and see how things plays out.
My stud. Gonna give you the stud.
Yeah, give us your stud.
Look, I should have changed it. It's the J train, but I should have gave it to the Colts offensive line. But we're gonna rock with Jonathan Taylor.
Let's see it.
Yeah.
Chunk to get a big distance, take it all the way. Daniel Jones, they got by one. Taylor gets by another. Oh, he's off to the races. A foot races for 10. Here comes Hufanga. There goes Taylor out of bounds.
Well, he had 130 some yards rushing.
He had over 200 yards total offense.
All purpose.
And that's
All
the
purpose.
weakness of that Broncos defense. You run right at
Gotta
them.
run at them.
Run at them.
Mhm.
Yep. All right, my stud is Puka Nacua.
He had a good game.
Kua
He
shifted.
had a great game.
They'll give it to him. And he's got it, and then some. Nakua is going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Rams.
He's
Some
just
they just know how to find talent, man. It's
Play
crazy.
them. He gonna be puking.
It's a
the
dangerous team, man.
Man, they
I
don't
can't wait to see him. Listen,
mess out, y'all.
it's a dangerous team.
They
but
get to
we
you
own
with
them.
4. They don't blitz. They
When we-
get to you with 4.
When we right, we own them. It's puking the cool. We see him. You know, we're gonna go ahead. They got
Devontae had a
get
great game this past weekend too.
He
So
did.
that's the
I
scary
know.
thing.
Right.
Hey,
He had
they
a
won.
tremendous
They got a
game.
quarterback. His quarterback name is one away. One, and we won't see
One
him no
hit
more.
away.
Jimmy Garoppolo will be starting. Listen, we don't like the Rams. Y'all got anybody in your division you don't like? You know, the coach don't. Y'all don't like them.
You know what? I don't like Jacksonville. Houston's a fair second.
Okay.
I don't really,
That's how we feel about
honestly,
the Rams.
as a Texans fan, I don't really hate anybody in our division, to be honest.
We don't
Not
like
right
Seattle.
Not right now.
We don't.
The
We don't
only
like
reason I
Seattle.
hate Houston because y'all been winning the division. That's the only reason I hate y'all.
Look,
I don't
we
like
don't like
Jacksonville
Seattle.
from
We don't
past
like
stuff. Yeah.
Green Bay.
Oh, only
We
team
don't
I hate is
like
the
Seattle,
Chiefs.
Green Bay, Dallas. We don't like
Oh, we
Dallas. We
got a
don't like the
list.
Saints.
I hate the Chiefs.
Yeah, we got a list.
49ers. We got a list. It was 49ers, Cowboys, Falcons, Seattle, Rams.
So the
Hey,
southeast and the western,
Pretty much
and the
everyone in
western
the
part of the
NFC.
United States.
So I can prove to y'all one thing that being created that list, because for you to hate me at the rival, you had to be kicking my ass and I had to be kicking your ass. The Saints probably got about 45 losses to the 49ers, sir. You're not our rival. Dallas is my rival. Green Bay is my rival. Seattle and the Rams. You're making that list. You want me to be on your list? All right, fine.
Y'all was in our division before the Panthers came. They had to revert the divisions. The round was in our division. Remember, we beat them. It was the
Listen, when I was in your division, you had a Brown. Okay, so it ain't got nothing to do. I'm saying the Saints and the Falcons, Saints in Carolina and Dallas. That makes sense. But to put me on, be careful, man. Tread lightly because you don't want them. You already see we beat you with the replacements right now. So we only 5-game winning streak.
You on cloud 9 right now, but you know.
No, I'm not.
When that fall happened, it's gonna hurt.
I know, Banger. Listen, if I ain't this year, I kicked your ass. You hear me, sir? Listen, I told Linda this. Linda, don't worry about nothing. Mac 10 gonna do his thing. Gonna do his thing. And look,
you call him
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I troll.
Hey, Flower. I got
Instagram.
A Glock Purdy. I got a Glock Purdy and a Mac 10. We got some guns out there, man. Let me tell you something,
bro. You been Ice Cube. You gonna have a West Side connection.
Hey, listen. This being, and I truly believe this. I'm not one. This is the first 49 of 10. You will never hear me get on here and say we the best in the league. I gotta see them. What I will say this. It's a mark of a good team because you win 2 games on the road. The last time a team won 2 games on the road with 2 different quarterbacks, Steve Young and Joe Montana. That happened in '88. It's very hard to do. And we're going to get healthy. That's why I say all the teams, you want to get hurt now and be healthy later. So it's a marathon, not a sprint. Bro, you giving up on your team after 2 weeks. Come on, bro. You got plenty of time.
No, I claim what we gonna do because we not there yet. So I already know what my expectation was. We building, and next year we're gonna be even more competitive. But Brock Purdy out here doing commercials. He ain't worrying about winning. He ain't worried about it. So I'm got nothing to afraid over because he got a little Hollywood in him now. Think he can do commercial and do the whole dance where you doing out there, but he ain't winning nothing.
It's because he's short, RC.
RC, you might. I can't hear him. Hey, cut it off.
Can you?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You
I can
remember
hear you
Sean
now.
Payton last few years? You remember Sean Payton last few years in New Orleans? Was he good?
Yeah, he was great. We had a ton of injuries. That's what
He
happened.
was great.
Yeah.
Oh man, no. Oh man, no.
It was great. It was
He
injuries,
was not
man.
great.
That was the main thing about us. It was just injuries.
Everybody has injuries though. How
But our
your
injuries were
just
different.
decimated?
Our
What you
injuries
mean?
was different.
No,
We
nobody had
we
more
had
injuries last year than Dallas and San Francisco.
no. We broke a record. That last I want to say that last year or the year before that we broke a record with the most injuries on the team. It was unheard of. It was unprecedented.
What your team got COVID? I mean, because I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. Like, even when your players are available, you're getting your ass kicked. I'm telling you right now, you can leave right now and go to Denver or New England, and nobody on this panel would care. I know I wouldn't. You got my vote.
Nope. I see the future. I see the promise.
Spencer Rattler.
All right. No. All right, Flowers. Who your dud?
Travis Kelce.
The big baby.
He got engaged. Did he? Did he get engaged?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It was all show.
Blitz. Mahomes over the middle. Kelce. Oh, it's picked off. It's Makuba who's got it. And room to run. One man to beat. Oh, and he's taken out.
And he didn't give chase.
Can I
He
say
threw
something
his
real
hands up
quick?
like, yeah.
Oh no, you can finish. I'll say it after you.
Yeah, I was just saying he didn't give chase. He just threw his hands up like it wasn't his fault. I was
Okay.
like, come on, dude.
Now let me come in after that. Now I seen Travis Kelce cussing, yelling at everybody else on the damn sideline, and when it's time for you to make a play, whoops.
Exactly.
What you think about
Worry
the
about your
throw?
own self. It was on him. He didn't get his head. I don't know if he got his head around in time, but
It came
It's
on him
fucking
quick,
timing.
but man,
Yeah.
They should have called it.
a guy like that, man, you gotta catch that, man.
it's timing. He knew once he came out the break, the ball's coming.
Yeah.
I mean, they ran that play 1,000 times.
That just goes to show you he's getting old. He's not that Travis Kelce from 4 years ago. You know that Travis Kelce 4 years ago that made that play.
Bro, it's probably hard to guys. He's dating Taylor Swift, who's a megastar, and so Taylor Swift probably put it on him. She put it on him, and so therefore, he probably probably get a lot of rest. He get up. He needs to start eating pumpkin seeds and papayas and watermelon and stuff. You got to, she looks. I think she's younger than him, maybe. I don't know, but you got to get your strength up, man. Because
They might be around the same age.
That same age. They same age, I think.
Well, if you ever just watch Taylor, she just kind of seems like she just got a lot of energy. I mean, he looks like he's kind of downer. So just that play alone, everything was moving slower than it need to be. Travis, it was nice knowing you, buddy. You going on to be. He's like a highway patrolman. When he was getting the Boosie fade, he was cutting up out there. Now he's like a highway patrolman, and it ain't working.
Yeah, it ain't working out for him.
Man.
All right, see who your dud.
Who is my dud? Oh, my dud. Is it the Saints defense? Because I was picking.
No.
It's the Giants defense.
not.
Bro. I should have put the Saints.
Yep, Giants did. How you gonna put the Saints defense when they kind of kept us in the game? See, that's what I'm talking about. You just trolling at this point. It's all good.
Hey, what do trolls do besides trolls? I don't have anything else to do. Who's hiring trolls? Come on, man.
All right, let's see the Giants defense here.
Whatever your best play is that will result in the touchdown.
It's a pass. End zone. Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas.
Yep.
Dude, listen. Dude, is it me or is it from the Giants? Just like, isn't Dable supposed to be like this guy who's supposed to be, good on offense, but also have this demeanor of Belichick? His defense did nothing for him. Nothing. Like, Dallas looked unstoppable, man. It was
Where's the pass rush that we thought that was supposed to be so prominent?
What was that kid? They were talking all that noise in all season. What's his name?
Burns and Thibodeau.
No, the
All
other
of
one.
them. You got Burns, Thibodeau, the guy they drafted.
Dexter Lawrence.
Dude, I saw a play.
The rookie.
What's the kid that they drafted name? Adul
From
Carter.
Penn State. Adul Carter. Yeah.
I saw a play where the ball hit DeMarcus Lawrence. It's like Dak said, I'm tired of playing football. And threw it right to DeMarcus Lawrence. And what they call him, Sexy Lexi? Sexy Dexy, whatever his name. He batted it up. I'm like, neither team wanted to get off the field. It's like their defense was just not locked in, man. It was hard to watch. And I was really pulling for the Giants. I needed the Cowboys to win to get the money.
That's a nasty D line there.
It is.
They ain't living up to the hype though. I mean, the Cowboys had a lot of time to sit back there.
Cowboys got a pretty good offensive line too.
They will. Giants gonna figure that out. That team is gonna be good.
They need to. They put a lot of money in that D line. A lot of time too. Gatwood, who's your dud?
JJ McCarthy.
Yeah,
that's valid.
2:44 to go. No pressure. He should have time.
Flag is down. McCarthy taking a shot downfield. It's going to be intercepted. Mentioned the flag.
Threw it in the drop.
It must be miscommunication.
Man, not with 4 Falcons there and 1 purple jersey.
JJ McCarthy and a Michigan fan gave me a hard time. That's why I say all fans aren't created equal. I'm not biased. I'm not blind either. Dude, do you not remember JJ McCarthy? His best attribute was turning around and handing the ball off. And now you're asking him to throw 30 times a game. It's not fair. It's not fair. I don't know what JJ stands for, but it ain't fair. James, maybe George. I'm going to tell you like this. I feel sorry for the kid. He in the wrong offense. He needs to be protected with play action and stuff like that.
They brought in Jordan Mason. They just not running the ball enough.
You get down 22-9, man. You got to throw it. You got.
They was in the game. Now they was in the game all the way to have a third quarter.
Atlanta kicked field goals into the fourth quarter.
They just couldn't put points. Dumb turnovers and plays.
This is where I go back to the draft. Do you think that JJ McCarthy is better than Shedeur Sanders? Anybody on this panel think that? Just what you've seen out of Shedeur Sanders and JJ McCarthy. Do you think that this kid warranted to be the number 9 overall pick?
No.
And so that's where I'm going, where I'm going to connect the dot to Bryce Young. Who's better, JJ McCarthy or Bryce Young?
About the same to me.
No.
Bryce Young's got more talent.
Everybody say
Bryce Young's got more talent.
JJ threw that ball in a place only the DB could get. I mean, come on, man.
Hey, you guys see this pass by Young this past Sunday? It was right to the Cardinals defender.
Hawkinson. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I don't think O'Donnell's his name. O'Connell. I don't think he can fix this.
O'Connell.
I think he has to make a change. I think the injury gonna help him with Carson Wentz, and it might end up like the situation with Sam Darnold, where it's gonna be hard to put the kid back in there. I think Carson Wentz might go out there and play pretty good football.
Wouldn't be shocked.
So I have 2 duds. I have another dud for one reason. I'll tell you after I show my first dud. It's Geno Smith.
Boy, you ready to pick on Geno? Golly.
Yeah, Geno was terrible last night.
He was terrible last night.
Yeah, he was. I
was laughing. Let's see it.
Right around him. 3rd and 15. Pressure again down the middle. End zone shot. Karam and intercepted.
There's one I wish I would have
whole night.
Look, they had a 4th down play. It was like 4th and 15, 4th and 13. He throws the ball away.
I missed that one. I missed that play. I didn't see it.
He gets pressure. He's running around. He gets free. He just throws the ball away.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I wish I seen that play. He was throwing in double coverage all night.
I'm gonna find it and send it to you.
Please do. I need to see that. All right, so my other dud is Caleb Johnson, the rookie running back for the Steelers.
Oh goodness.
God, that will really cost us the money right there.
Oh my God, man.
Oh.
Is this the play I think it is?
Yep.
This is crazy.
And the offense and go win some of these fourth quarter tight ball games.
Oh, bad bounce goes through the hands of Caleb Johnson. He may have touched that ball. That would be a live ball. Let's see what the ruling is here. It is a touchdown. It's a touchdown. Oh, Seattle gets the score.
Oh, man. On a kickoff, it's a live ball.
So
especially after you touch it. Oh, my goodness.
Let me say something real quick. Because I'm tired of defending Mike Tomlin's ass. That's on Mike Tomlin. Because you're supposed to have your players ready. All this hoot, rah, BS that he gives out. Man, get your damn players ready. You know, I can't defend Mike Tomlin no more.
That's a dude.
Get your players ready.
And why is he back there? I watched him. He played an hour. He never did that.
Exactly.
Like, you're not doing well in his position right now. So I guess
they paid Jaylen Warren. That's the guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and what's the call taking? Yeah, and the other guy taking carries from Caleb Johnson right now. I drafted him in fancy because everybody projected him to split carries of Warren.
Right.
And it's not happening.
But that cost him the game right there.
Yeah. Look, I was wondering. It was 17th, and next thing it is 20. I said, "What happened?" I'm looking through the game logs and stuff. I thought this might do an interception for a touchdown or something. Couldn't find it, and come to find out, that's what happened.
Yep, indeed. And he touched the ball. It's not like it hit his helmet, and it went over his hand. He left the live ball.
I don't think he touched it, but even if you don't touch it, that is a live ball. You run to the end zone and you down it for the touchback. You just don't. This isn't college where you kick it in the this is in high school where you kick it in the end zone and the play is dead.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he thought, I don't know. I was like, maybe, I don't know, man. That's only happened on a punt.
You don't put him back there. He doesn't. I'm with RC. He doesn't have experience returning kicks or punts. Why do you have him back there?
And if he does, Mike Tomlin, you're running out of grapes to make wine with, brother. Because this is a team that's going out making moves to get players with marquee names and not delivering. Now you got dudes on your team, and your defense has a lot. Man, it's crazy, bro.
Can we be honest here? The Steelers really should be 0-2, man.
Yes, they should.
For sure.
But to see the defense as bad as it's been for the past 2 weeks, that speaks volumes on the head coach. You're a defensive guy. You're paying TJ all this money. You got Highsmith, you got Ramsey, you got Porter Jr., you got Darius Slay. You haven't signed Cam. Bring back Cam Hayward because you can't stop the run. People are running right up your ass. Bring back Cam Hayward.
I don't know if the Steelers know how to move on from Mike Tomlin. It's kind of like
they got that. They proud of that 3 years. They proud of it. They proud that we only had head coach and three. We only had three coaches in the existence of the Steelers organization. I think they proud of it. So.
You can be proud of that, but it becomes obvious when someone's been. If Andy Reid can have all that success in Philly, and they move on from him, nobody's on the cutting block. Nobody's off the chopping block.
Belichick with the Patriots.
Belichick, yeah, there you go. Belichick. That's what I'm saying.
And I think about Tomlin. Tomlin landed in the perfect ideal situation. I think that Cowher was better, and I think Tomlin. I hate to say this, man, but I don't think Tomlin is as good as advertised. I think it's kind of like McCarthy. They're really good coaches, but they're not. They're like it's McCarthy, Gruden, Tomlin. They're good, but they're not. Hey, man, that's not Andy Reid. That's not, like you said. They moved on from Andy Reid, but it's. I think there's a few people out there that looks at Tomlin as untouchable, but I think Steelers fans will say different.
Steelers fans been ready to get rid of Tomlin for the past 3 years.
Yeah,
underachieving every year, and like I said, they really should be 0-2. So He very glad he did squeeze out that win versus Jets, or it would have been getting hot in Pittsburgh for sure. All right, guys, that's the show. We might be back Friday. My son got a football game out of town, so I might be back on Friday.
Great show.
But great show. Had a good time going into week 3 of the NFL season. I hope some of the 0-2 teams can get off the skid, especially my Saints. I don't doubt it versus Seahawks, man. They looked pretty
Well, y'all
good.
playing Seattle.
Y'all got to go to Seattle. Bless your heart.
That's tough.
Yeah.
DOA.
So we might be looking at 0-3 here.
Hey, man.
But anyway.
Here's the bright side. There is no bright side. Just make
I knew you were going to say. I knew I'm about to fall for that.
Just make it back home to Seattle. Make it back home to New Orleans in one piece, man. The food is good down there. Is Zion playing basketball this year? That's what you got to look forward to.
Probably not. Yeah, probably not. So, hey. We will see. All right, guys. Thank y'all for joining us. Shout out to the people on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Like and share and subscribe. Share with family and friends. Appreciate all the love. Until next time, we'll see y'all. We out of here.
See y'all, fellas.